Hello, Jen.
Hi, Gosan. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Excellent.
Thank you very much for agreeing, for being a commentator on the book first, and for also agreeing to do this interview in light of COVID-19. I would have preferred that we do it in person, but unfortunately, this is now the new reality now, so we have to make do with the virtual interviews. Yeah. So thank you very much again for being flexible. So as you know well, the book itself, Trade Crash, is a book vid. So this is the companion piece of the interviews are the companion piece of the book. So I'm going to be asking you a few questions about international trade in general and about Wisconsin in particular, given your Wisconsin experiences working with the WDC. Um, so what opportunities does the state of Wisconsin provide for businesses seeking trade assistance to help them navigate the very complex trade environment?
That's a great question, Gosan. And the state of Wisconsin recognizes the complexity that exporting brings to businesses. Not only do you have to figure out the right product and service line to appeal to a whole different area of the world, but you also have to be able to comply with a broad range of complexity that occurs when you go to a different country with different laws and maybe different regional or local requirements that might apply to your services or goods. For that reason, there are a wide range of different ways that the state of Wisconsin supports business. One of the first ways that I would really recommend for a lot of businesses looking to get into exporting for the first time, or even just to make sure that their exporting program is working the way that it should, is to work with the Export Tech program that is sponsored by the state. An Export Tech is a proven export strategy development program that's basically like a boot camp. It's designed to speed a company's go-to-market timeline by developing a customized international growth plan. The way that this is done is by having the participating companies bring their A team, their C-suite, to the programming, where they get access to a wide range of topic matter experts, individual coaching, consulting, customized service, and guided development of an international growth plan. After providing all the tools by talking with accountants who have experience in international, lawyers, export and import professionals, marketing professionals, after getting all of those pieces through education, the capstone of that program is a situation where the company itself evaluates the various different markets and identifies the top 3 markets that they would be pursuing, and gives them a chance to really think strategically about how to get to that next stage and how to really break into that market in a very thoughtful and strategic manner. So that is one of the biggest ways I think that a company can really boost their exporting expertise and also their exporting experience, to really get that confidence that you're going to get in there and do it the right way. There are 2 different grant programs that are offered for companies that are looking to export. The first is directly to the company itself through the International Market Access Grant. This is a grant that provides funding to support a company's specific export development and deployment strategy. And it can be used in a wide range of different ways. It could be used to, for example, if you're looking to translate your website into a language that would target the market that you're looking to export to. For example, if you wanted to change your English-only website to be accessible in Spanish or Mandarin, then this funding can be used for that. This funding can be used to support the company in going to a trade conference in a specific region in the hopes that you're able to land those sales that you need in order to get your product or services into a specific region or a specific country. There's a wide range of different things that you can use this International Market Access Grant to do, to kind of get you to the next stage, to give you the resources you need to support what you need to become a better exporter. The other grant program is the Collaborative Market Access Grant. It provides funding to industry-focused groups. So for example, if you're in the ag industry, we provide funding directly to your industry trade group potentially, and they can use it in a way that will best support exporting in that particular industry. There are two other ways that the state of Wisconsin supports exports that I'd like to highlight before closing it out. But we've got a global trade venture, and those are basically scenarios where the state identifies specific regions that companies in the state would be interested in pursuing. And what the state does is that the market development directors really work closely with the company to identify what their needs are. Do they need a distributor? Are they looking for potentially a manufacturer to help get their products, components potentially manufactured in that region so that they're able to get the products and services pulled together in the way that they want? And what they do is they really identify partners within that country. If they're looking for sales in that country, is there potentially somebody who could be an agent for them to get out there and do the sales that they need, or the marketing that they need within that particular region or country? And what the state does is they identify various different potential partners and arrange a meeting for the companies and those particular partners, because really the best way to figure out if you're compatible, if you're going to have a great business relationship, is to get together, to talk, maybe do a tour of the facilities for that particular potential partner and see how they do business and make sure that it's compliant with how you want to do business. So that's a big part of what the state does to coordinate a variety of different global trade ventures in different places in the world, and to bring the Wisconsin businesses and set them up so they're maximizing their time while they're within that country. The final way that the state supports exporters, and I guess not the final, but the final one that I'd like to talk to you about during my very brief time with you, is through our global network. We have in-country trade representatives covering 96 countries and territories throughout the world, and their entire purpose is to provide Wisconsin companies with insights and contacts that you might need to develop and execute your market-specific business development strategies. So they're able to do in-depth industry, product, and market assessments, partner searches, meeting facilitations. They're able to assist in evaluating the various different rules and regulations potentially of that area, and other types of customized projects that will help you to feel confident when you decide that it's time to go and export in a specific area. So those are the big ways that you can really maximize your exporting through assistance with the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, Jen, thank you very much. It sounds like Wisconsin does have a pretty good plan on how to attract foreign direct investment and foreign businesses into the state. Now, in your commentary in Trade Crash, you talked about some of the obstacles to embracing globalization in Wisconsin. Now, are there any advice you can provide to the Wisconsin government or the business community alike as to why they should see globalization as an opportunity and not as a threat?
Absolutely, Gosan. Globalization is really meant to be a way to promote efficiencies through the competition and division of labor. It's a way to identify what it is that you do the best and to maximize your ability to be competitive throughout the world. It allows people and economies to focus on really what they do best and to send that out into the world so that people can benefit from those. By providing access to more capital flows, technology, cheaper imports, and larger export markets, really that's what globalization is about. And I'd like to give an example of an iconic Wisconsin product. We've got Harley Davidson motorcycles. It's a name that's known throughout the world. If the market was just Wisconsin, you can imagine that the demand for the motorcycles would be different than if you're able to expand that market nationwide, expand that market regionally throughout North America or throughout the world. And really, Harley Davidson is known for quality. It's known for its iconic brand, and really taking that to the next level by not just sharing it with the folks around you, but also taking it all the way across the world and providing access to this iconic brand is really a way that has made, that Harley Davidson has kind of made their mark. And that's similar with other companies. If you're just focusing on your state, if you're only focusing on the Midwest region or the nation, your market's going to be substantially smaller than if you're able to expand your reach beyond the borders and to provide your quality services and goods to those who really want it and need it throughout the world.
Thank you very much again, Jan, for the opportunity to interview with you, although virtually. Again, that's sort of, I mean, we couldn't meet in person, but I guess we all have to adapt to the current environment. So thank you very much again.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure, and look forward to seeing you in person soon, hopefully.
Take care.